Soul. It's a Saturday night. Everybody's probably out. If you're here with me today, we're going to talk about some Soul and talk about possible big profits in the future. I've been very bullish on Soul. If you watch my channel, you know that I believe Soul is going to melt faces next bull cycle. But I'm not the only one. There's tons of money coming into Solana from institutions. And now another ETF and fund manager, Van Eck, predicts that Soul can 10,000x by 2030. Let's get into that. And if Soul interests you and you want to hear what this ETF manager has to say about the future of Soul, stay tuned and let's see what we get. Guys, I hope you liked the video. And if so, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Liking is even more important because it's going to help spread the word, help the channel grow. Let's get into Soul and see what we got. All right. So if we look at the market currently, we see that it's green with the exception of Ton and Link. Link is taking a little breather. It's been on a rip lately. Quant, I see also is a little red. Near's red. Injective, which was on a run, is taking a little breather as well. We see that's in the red, but overall, very positive, right? Today, we're going to talk about Solana. I am going to post a video tomorrow. Tomorrow's video, talk about the weekly news, what happened in crypto, where we're headed in the future, according to me. And I'm very excited. Right now is a very bullish time to be in crypto. We're so early right now. Now's the time to be loading up on Bitcoin, ETH, and your favorite altcoins. But let's talk about one in particular. That is Solana. And if we look at the coin market cap number here, we see that the crypto market cap's at 1.26 trillion. So it's up about 0.7%, which is positive. We see Bitcoin dominance at 53%. So Bitcoin is really driving the market right now. With the future spot ETF news, people are FOMOing in the Bitcoin, at least the smart people right now, and they're just stacking bags. But we see Solana has surpassed Cardano, is up to number 7 right now. Not too long ago, Solana was at number 9. So up is 7. If we look at the 7-day action per coin market caps, up 6.5%. It's not too bad. For the past 24 hours, it is taking a little breather. Like we talked about Injective and Link taking a little breather as well because they've been ripping lately. And everything that goes up must come down, but this is okay. This is the time to be getting in at a good price point, and Solana is it right now. I love it. So 31.63, it just went up to 31 or down 31 to 49. Looking at this chart here, you see that, it's cooling off a little bit, but it's okay. My entry point is anything less than $30. I imagine with the way the market's going right now and Bitcoin dominance, we will see that again. And that's when I'll be loading up on my Solana. So what is this video about, right? Van Eck, ETF, asset fund manager, predicts Solana can have a 10,600 increase. 10,600x from its current price, 2030. This year is almost over. So we're talking about 6 years from now. Can you imagine? And that's not what I think is going to happen this next bull cycle come the end of 2024, 2025. I seriously think Solana could hit 300 bucks. But they go on to say that the report delves into potential scenario where Solana becomes the first blockchain to accommodate applications with over 100 million users. 100 million users. And I think right now you can have the best tech, you can have the fastest TPS and all of that. But if you don't have anyone using your chain, you don't have an app that everyone wants to use, it's pointless. So what L1, what blockchain is going to have that app? It's going to be a game, something like that you could play on your phone. It could be something fitness wise. We saw Steppin was a big thing. People just like to be on their phone, like to challenge each other, see how many steps they're taking. You need something like that. And Solana, with the cheap fees and everything like that and being fast, and we have Fire Dancer coming out later that's going to help with speed and TPS, can be that chain. And that's why I pick a big bet on Solana is to hedge my ETH, because I still believe in ETH. It's too big to fail right now. But I think Solana is a good hedge against ETH. And, they see it the same way. So in their article, they say that the Solana team, to their credit, has been open-minded in use cases for Solana's groundbreaking technology. They attempted to bring blockchain to the mobile phone through their SMS or Solana mobile stack, which allows developers to create blockchain applications for cell phones. Solana's experimentation has even led them to create their own mobile phone that is optimized to use blockchain. Through Solana Mobile, Though it was criticized as a distraction from Solana's core mission, it demonstrates Solana's desire to solve basic core user problems. It is this dedication to the consumer that has helped Solana ink partnerships with Shopify. We talked about that. Visa and Google to explore new use cases for Solana and boost its ecosystem. Again, I think in order to get that adoption, you need basically you have to be open-minded. Number two, it has to be easy to use. A lot of people, even me, before I got into crypto, it was just too complicated. You telling me this, I got to send my thing from Coinbase, then I got to send it to a wallet, then I got to buy it, and it's just too complicated. Especially now with the youth, these kids right now, they want everything fast and quick. You know, if they got to think about it or it's a tedious task, they don't like that. And Solana right now, and Vanek agrees, they're open-minded with that mobile phone. Everyone was laughing at it, saying, "Oh, what's the point? There's Apple and Android. No one's going to buy this phone." But behind it is they're trying to get people to understand what blockchain is. If you go to the store in New York, they explain it all, and you could, and they're having developers build dApps on the phone. Could this be a stepping stone for others to follow? I don't know, but I like it. You need a killer app where everyone's on your blockchain, they're using it. Everything is fast. You can transact on it cheaply. And, if you have it where it's catering to their phones, everyone's on their phone. You go to the airport, supermarket, even in the car and traffic, everyone's on their phone. If they can transact using the blockchain on the phone, that's a big, big step. And Solana at the forefront, to their credit, whether people were hating on them or not, they came up with it. And I like, again, their open-mindedness, and I think the future is bright for this blockchain. And that's what you want to see. You want to see projects that are thinking outside of the box and not doing what everyone else is doing. And this is a big thing for them. So if we look at the stats here and look at daily active addresses, obviously, again, you can have the best tech, have all of that, but if no one's using your blockchain, what's the point? And if we look at Solana, right, this is current. Let's see, as of Friday. So Friday, you see ETH has 312 daily active addresses, 312,000 versus Solana, 213,000. That's not bad. It's not bad at all, right? And if we look at the daily transactions between ETH and Solana, and this is as of Friday, you see daily transactions, Solana 17.14 million versus ETH, surprisingly, 1 million. Cardano's at 53,000, but look at Solana, more daily transactions according to Artemis than Ethereum, which is the number one L1. And if we look at TVL and we compare ETH and Solana, you see that TVL, ETH is killing it, right? Because they have all the L2s running on top of it, 22 billion versus Solana, 362 million. And Cardano's coming up. Cardano's up there with the TVL, 178 million. And we like Cardano on this channel as well. And then lastly, if we look at DEX volume versus the three chains, you see that ETH is at 1.4 billion and Solana's at 83 million. Cardano's at 3 million. So again, Solana is up there. It is pushing, and that's what we want to see. And then if we look at, according to DeFi Llama, just total value locked, we see Solana ranked number 8 out of all chains. That's including ETH, which is the big dog, and Tron, which we don't talk about here, and L2s. Then you have Avalanche as the next L1, and then Solana is up there with 378 million locked, total value locked. And if we take a deeper look into this, see what's driving this DeFi number, you see that Marinade Finance is up there. That's the head one. That's the big one right now. And you look at the 7-day change, the weekly change, up 61.7%. That is crazy. And the 1-month change up 126%. Very, very big. Very, very big. So we like that. Things are looking up. The bear market, they're still working. We're heading into the bull cycle and Solana's doing all the right things. NFTs taking a little break right now, but they will come back. Soon as FOMO comes in and all the money starts coming into crypto, NFTs will be a big thing again. And where do Solana stand as far as their crypto and NFTs? ETH's number 1. Again, you got Bored Apes and Crypto Punks, all of that on ETH. But Solana's number 3. And this is as of the last 30 days. The volume of NFT sales, and it's still low. Just imagine when it blows up. It's number 3. Number 1 is Ethereum with 164 million. Number 2, I don't know what chain that is. I should probably take a look. Mythos chain. Interesting. And then you have 3 Solana with 26 million in total sales. So they're doing it there. Now, Masari recently came out with an article on Solana and just looking at their stats for the past quarter three of 2023 and see what they're, what they've been doing, how they've been progressing towards the future. And I'm not going to bore you by looking at all these things, but I will go over some of the highlights here. And it says almost 45 million NFTs or compressed NFTs were minted in quarter three. That is a 316% increase quarter over quarter. Then you have Solana's virtual machine and general tech stack are gaining mindshare and adoption from outsiders. Then you have Solana's DeFi increasing, and we just talked about that, 32% quarter over quarter to 368 million. Now let's talk about, let me backtrack to Solana's virtual machine. It's just like the Ethereum virtual machine where developers on ETH or Avalanche, whatever other branch or blockchain they have, can come over to Solana. It's an easy migration, and that's big, right? You always want interoperability, and that's a key. Then you have the V1.16 upgrade reached a supermajority of stake at the end of the quarter. The upgrade reduces validator memory requirements and introduces the capabilities and features needed for confidential transfers and improved support for ZK proofs. So Solana is getting to zero knowledge as well, which is big. Despite concern over FTX liquidating over 57 million of SOL tokens, SOL's market cap grew 17% quarter over quarter to 8.4 billion. Now Solana went down as low as $8. This was back after the FTX fiasco, and people knew that FTX held a whole lot of Solana and they were going to dump the market. But hey, recently we got news that the estate is taking over the business affairs for FTX. They're not selling, they're staking it. So maybe, do they see what we see? Do they know the future is bright for Solana? Rather than sell it, stake it, and they know the price is only going to go up, especially, next bull cycle. Why sell it now? And I think that added the enthusiasm. People aren't as scared of Solana right now. And that's why everyone's on it. And that's why it's been pumping. Let me go back to that again. And then also let me show you some key metrics here, which is very, very important, very interesting as well. Just quarter two versus quarter three. If we look at the market cap, that did grow, making it number 7 right now. Then you have revenue, 3.4 million up to 4 million, so an 18% increase in total revenue according to USD. Then you have average daily fee payers. So that's how you keep the lights on. Quarter two, they were at 149,000. They went down to 94.1, so a decrease of 37.2. Active validators, 1881, up 5.5% to 1984. DeFi, we talked about that. Average daily DEX volume, so it was at 38.7. Then it went down a little bit to 36.3, so 6.1. And then average daily NFT volume, that went from 2.4 million down to 1.1 billion, so 56.6. So it's a mix, some good and some bad. But again, we're still coming out of a bull market, so you take the good with the bad. But again, I'm very optimistic on this project. So Mercerio also said that in order for Solana to trend in the right direction and continue to grow and be that ETH killer, these are things that it needs to expand in 2024. So the DEXs, we already see that it's expanding, and we think the big one that we talked about was Marmalade was the big one. But you have Orca, you have Solin, Jet Protocol, and then you have derivative tradings. Tradings is going to be big as well. So they're getting into that space. Bridges, Wormhole, Mayan Swap, D-Bridge, Yield. Then we have stables. They have USDC, which is native on the Solana blockchain, UXD, USDT tethers on there, liquid staking. Then you have Helium that's on there. Helium's taking a little hit right now, but when the bull cycle comes, I think everything is going to pop. Gaming that's what I'm going to focus on now. Gaming, I think, is huge. I think the blockchain that can solve the gaming and have all that traffic come and everyone wants to play the game, that's what's going to drive the fees. Fees will go up. That's going to drive everyone coming into the space. From gaming, you can parlay that into NFTs. Gaming is going to be huge. So right now, as far as games go, they highlight these. They have Neoland, Millions on Mars, Reign of Terror, EVO, Steppen was a huge one, Star Atlas. Then you have Raindrop, Stardust, Fractal, Lakia. Going forward, I'm going to start looking at some of these gaming projects, and I think these could be the type of projects that can 100x come the next bull cycle when things start popping off. So these gamings are something that, guys, you should probably do your own research. Look at games, not only in Solana, but other L1s, other projects as well. So Solana's coming up. That's what Masari had to say about that. Now let's look at staking. Solana is number 2 behind Cardano as far as staked crypto. It's crazy. Cardano is, I'm sorry, behind Ethereum. Cardano is number 3. But if you look at Solana versus Cardano as far as staking goes, Solana has 403 million staked tokens versus Cardano 22.9 billion staked tokens. Cardano has a strong community, and I'm part of that community too, but Cardano's strong. But Solana is up ahead, right? And you know, that's positive. You see that people are in the Solana, they're staking it, securing the network, they're believing in the project, and it's, you know, what's the best way to do it? Right now the price is low. When it finally blows up, instead of having on central exchange, what I would do is stake your soul and just earn passive Solana. It's not a bad gig. Now, this is something else, just so you can see a little taste of the future of what Solana could do. Low transaction fees and speed. Now, this is Venta, and it's on Solana Pay. Uses Solana Pay for future payments on the blockchain. And I'll show you a quick video of this right here. Look at it one more time. Look at that Solana Pay. That is the future of crypto, my friends. That is the future right there. You know, I think that, you know, right now with the banks, what we see is going on with the banks and just the fiat all over the world. At some point, people are just going to want to opt out and just bank themselves, right? And if you can bank yourself using, you know, blockchain, everything is there. You can see what's taken out, who, you know, addresses. You can send money and just politic amongst yourselves. You don't need a bank. You need an intermediary. You can just do it yourself. I think that's where we're headed, and I'm very, very excited to see what the future holds. Lastly, I'm going to end with this. CoinShares tracks the institutional inflow, institutional money coming in the crypto space. And according to this, the weekly inflows was 62 million US bucks, right? USD. Inflows were 55.3 inflows to Bitcoin, obviously. Short Bitcoin had 1.7 million. That's gone down, and people are starting to understand Bitcoin's going up right now. But let's focus on these two numbers. Bitcoin, 55.3 million inflow. Solana, 15.5 million inflows. And the star, most popular altcoin of the year so far, with 47 coming in. Now, if we compare that to ETH, which is the number one L1, 7.4 million outflows. So people are taking their money out of the ETH, institutional that is, and 15.5 million going into Solana. So what does smart money know that the average person doesn't know? Are they seeing what I'm seeing? Are they seeing what you're seeing? I don't know. We'll see. So, guys, this is my video right now. I just want to talk about Solana. I talk about Solana a lot lately, and I feel like it's me having a second chance at ETH. I remember, I came into space too late, and now I see ETH at the price it is, and I hear people buying ETH at $80, $200. And I kept saying to myself back in 2021, man, I wish I got in early enough where I could have bought it that early and reaped the benefits. I think Solana is our second chance. It's newer. It's doing things that ETH can't do. It has its security issues, but since February, it hasn't gone down. If it can stay up, no more outages, and especially during the bull cycle when it's having heavy transactions, heavy traffic, if it could stay up and you have Firedancer come on board where it increases the TPS, increases security, sky is the limit for this project. And I believe it's like buying ETH back when it was 80, 200 bucks. So guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you for spending some time with me. And until next time, see you later. Bye.